What up, guys? We're back, and I got a little install for you guys that I filmed a while ago. Filmed it probably about, I'd want to say, probably even before Corona even started, before the lockdown. Really push out some content for you guys. Honestly, I think YouTube really needs some N55 content. So on the revshift motor mounts and transmission mount. So take a look at these clips. A lot more stuff coming in, guys. I still gotta put out the intro video if it's not out yet. Reviews, friends' cars that I want to review, drive, and stuff like that. Give my first impressions on things. At the end of this video, you're gonna see a little bit of the future, I guess you can say, or the future meaning now. Did these videos in the past. To give my first impressions, and then at the very end of the video, I'm gonna give basically where I sit on what I think about these motor mounts now, meaning currently. I've probably put, I probably put like over 10,000 miles since I think probably almost 15,000 miles, Jesus Christ, because I've been driving this car a lot. And I gotta say, I like them, but definitely stay tuned till the end to see my full thoughts on everything and whether you guys should take it, or whether you guys should buy the revshift mounts or buy, I guess you can say, race density mounts in general. So yeah, stick to it, and we'll be coming back to all this. It's all about the motor mounts. It's all about motor and transmission mounts. I'm going to try to do this. I am not a mechanic, nor that I ever go to school for it, but I have the tools. So I'm gonna dive in this. We're gonna do this together. Here, let me show you the motor mounts real quick. So I went with revshift polyurethane, and as you can see, since it's green, I went with the more, I guess you can say, higher tolerance density, or higher density motor mounts. These are for I don't know, spirited driving, I guess. Very well put together mount, CNC machined obviously and everything, but very well put together, very nice. I have an N54, or N55. This would work for an N54, N55 mounts because of the same ones. Now, a lot of people are like, why didn't you go with the 335 ones? And these cost, the 335 IS ones, these cost the same as that, and they're fully rebuildable. So I can literally pop that big screw I showed you and change them out to a street density one, which would be the black color, or this green one. Now, along with the motor mounts, we have the transmission mount. This is obviously the same color, so meaning it's the same kind of density. That's where the car stands. Just jacked up the front, basically, and I already kind of did some work. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that right now. Car's all jacked up. We've got ST coilovers right there. There it is. I already kind of did the whole extension thing. Basically, this is gonna be on the driver's side. I basically already loosened this piece up. I'm just gonna go ahead and back it out real quick. All these extensions definitely paid off. But yeah, it's coming off. It's doing something. Oh, I already took it off. Long ass extension. I can probably use this for maybe the passenger side. There's a nut, there's one bolt, and then the other one's disappearing right next to that little steering column. But basically, once all these bolts are undone, 3 on this side and 3 on that side, then you just lift up the motor. And I'm assuming that you maybe want to loosen up the transmission mount. I guess I'll check back on you guys when I made more progress. Okay, so really quickly, I just had to show you guys this. I managed to get it in there. I use another extension, so I'm on 3 extensions and one kind of small one, so I don't know, we'll see if this fucking thing works. No way. Got both bolts on top undone. Now I need to remove the under tray that goes below the car, that whole piece right there, and remove the bottom 4 bolts and then lift the motor up. Yep. I'm under the car. I'm just undoing all these bolts right here. It's for the under tray so I can remove it and I can get to the motor mounts. So yeah, it's a fucking tight fit. We'll see if we can knock this out in about a couple hours. But once we get this trapped, then we'll really know what we're working with. Cover has been removed. That is a passenger side motor mount, which I already took the top bolt off. Just need the 2 underneath it, and I'm over here right next to the other motor mount. This is the 2 bolts, that one right here, and then the other one inside of here. Now, what X factor I didn't even realize is that we have this brace right here that we're gonna have to take off. There's honestly no way around this. Already loosened this one right here. So this one's basically good to go. I'm really trying to avoid taking the downpipe off. Jack it up and then see how high I can get these motor mounts to get off. I mean, but I don't have a lot of room right there. As you can see, that's where the downpipe is, and we'll see if I have to. I really don't want to mess around with the downpipe. I'll fill you guys back in once I got this brace off and also the bolts off. But so far so good. So far it's looking like an easy job. I'm crossing my fingers that I really don't have to take off that downpipe. Okay, so there's actually 6 of them. One right here, and we're next to the caliper. Just so you guys know where the position is, right there. One right there, another one right there, and another one right there. Okay, I already took off 3 of them. Come on. I guess not simple enough. I think that's in. You know, having that, it just does wonders. Honestly, doing everything on my own. So this is all very difficult. Trying to do something, film, explain, and everything. And then we'll get up to jacking up the motor, because basically both bolts on the top are off. In total, takes this piece out, which look like this right here. Okay, so 6 of those. And I forgot to mention that the last one right here is getting covered by this piece right here. So imagine if that was the front of the car, it's like getting tucked. It's like under here like that. Literally, that's how it looks like underneath the car. So you have to take this piece off so you can get to this piece right, that last bolt right there. And this is the same thing for both sides. So once you get that undone and everything basically becomes open, it just opens up. I can see the passenger side motor mount very clearly. One right there and one right there. I already loosened this one up, so I really hope this works, or else all this was for nothing. And me laying on this ground was for nothing. And yeah, shit. All right, so I got it out. Here it is. This is the driver's side motor mount, and yeah, no, it really did take me quite some time to really just finagle this thing out of here. It was just so, like, it was literally, the motor mount wouldn't go out. It was like right there. It was barely skinning it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't this thing going out? And I'm just like, I just yanked it, and I almost hit my face yanking this thing out. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what I had to do, because I'm not gonna lie, it was still pretty simple, but you had to do a couple things on the top of the motor so it can clear a little bit more, like remove the charge pipe. I have the strut, you know, I'm just gonna show you. Motor mounts out, there we go. And so I have a strut brace, so you had to disconnect it, thing there, and also I disconnected my charge pipe from there, because look at that, that would have been a real big issue if I would have jacked it up while this thing is still connected. Oh my god, this thing would have bent. I probably would have broken this plastic radiator hose, or intercooler hose. It would have been really bad. And as you can see there, see how this beam doesn't affect the motor in any kind of way as you lift it up. However, when you go to this side, the strut brace goes right over here. See that? There was where I was blocking. I was like, the motor's lifting up with the car, but nothing's happening. If that brace was still there, I would have not been able to lift the motor as high as I did right now, because look at that. It's still pretty, it's pretty tall. So this side's already out. That's good. Let's compare it to this. It honestly doesn't look that fucking bad, to be honest with you. It's not bad. Whatever. Maybe it's the other side, but anyway. Onto this side. Look how much higher this side goes. Look how much more clearance I have. That's crazy. See, I'm not gonna have any problems with this side. It's a bitch, because the driver's side doesn't go as high up as the passenger side does. Because it's weird, because the jack point, because when you jack up the motor, when I lift it up, it's going up like that. That's literally what it's doing. Having a lot more lean towards the passenger side, making it harder for the motor mount to clear. But the funny part is, downpipe never has to come off. It never ever had to come off. I have about this much more room in the downpipe right now as the motor stands. As I jacked up all the way and got the piece out, I still had a good amount. It has nothing to do with any component in the engine bay. The strut bar, if you have one that goes across, and also the cross member that goes across the passenger side, that you have to just remove one. You don't have to even remove both of them. And then just fucking jacking up, but you gotta jack it slow. So right now I'm kind of scared, because the whole car is getting stood on the engine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these motor mounts in really quickly, drop the motor, and move on to the transmission mounts. But hopefully I can get the other side in. Hopefully it's not as hard. So basically, here's this driver motor mount. Driver motor mount. This is what I had to do. It was very, very interesting. I don't even know what this piece really is, but it had to come. It had to come out. Let me show you. So right under here, there's a transmission, right? Boom. And right here, this piece right here. As you can see, I loosened it up. Now, the motor mount was attached to there, and then at the bottom of that. So, just so you can get an idea of this, you would imagine would be big enough for the mount to go through. It actually isn't. I had to, because originally this would be like this, right? I had to unbolt this piece right here, so that was one bolt right there, one bolt right there, and another bolt right there. Thank God for extensions. Oh, and I also have to take out a ground as well. So I'm gonna put everything back on. Actually, I'm probably not gonna put this back on the floor. Other motor mounts right there. I haven't buttoned down that last part because, as you can see, nothing's really lining up because I need to drop it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will get back to you guys on that. But yeah, so far it's been It's been a train wreck. Kind of, not really. Oh. Oh. Okay. So far, so good. So far. So I'm not gonna tighten everything until I have the transmission and motor mounts in place. I mean, I heard you have to turn on the car, let them settle. All right, we'll see. I didn't do that when I did mounts on my last car, and they turned out fine. But yeah, we're not interested in doing things to spec over here. We're just trying to make everything as economical as possible, and so far it's been good. But I'm really excited, guys, to try this out. But yeah, we'll get to that once I get the car on the ground with all four wheels. I will want to go ahead and confirm that you do not need to lower the subframe. You do not need to take out the downpipe. You don't need to do any of that. All right, this is fuck. Okay, so I'm in the car. Motor mounts, transmission mount are installed. They are on the fucking car, and I don't know if you can feel it, or obviously not feel it, but hear it. I can hear the fucking transmission. This is... It's a fucking race car. It's a fucking race car. I can literally hear everything. Oh my god. It honestly sounds like my car's braking, but it just... Do I like this? Wow, this feels just like a race car. It feels great though. It feels great. This feels... Oof. I don't know if you guys can feel that. This is like... Power delivery is great. Power delivery is great. It's smooth. Oh, it's smooth. Oh, it's smooth. This feels great. You know what? I love this. This makes me feel so in tune. It makes me feel like the click clack of the transmission. It feels so great. It feels so like crisp and precise, and like I'm in motion. Like I am the boss. I am driving this bitch, you know? Oh my gosh, she's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, this is crazy. Hopefully they settle, and maybe the break-in period, it would oh my god. Hopefully the break-in period will give it a little bit more justice. But holy crap, the beginning is just like I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm gonna have to get rid of all these fucking coins on my car, because that's just... We're gonna have to see what it does on the freeway. I'm just lowering my seat. But this fucking feels amazing. It just feels like a straight up race car. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to gut this. Oh my god. What did I do? Just everything's vibrating. Sounds crazy, guys. This thing sounds crazy. People getting in my car would be like, oh my god. But yeah, this is great, guys. Do I like it? yes, I like it now. Would I like it down the line? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Maybe I might have to go with the street density next time. But it definitely increased the throttle response. I'll let you guys know what's up with the car, after everything settles, and we'll revisit this. But motor mounts are on, and it can be done without taking out the subframe and or downpipe. So what's up, guys? How's it going? This is gonna be basically the 15,000 mile review of, or 10, 15 or so thousand mile review of the revshift 95A motor mount and transmission mount. My impressions on, or the review of the mounts after they settle is definitely a big part, because I wish there was a video somewhere to tell me about race density mounts or solid motor mounts in general. I couldn't find any, so this is basically why I'm doing this. So the car drives great. I mean, the mounts definitely settled. The whine is definitely still there. The little transmission whine is definitely there. I have a short shifter, so when you hear me shift, you hear like a click clack. That's because of the short shifter. It's not because of the mounts. They feel great. It's kind of hard to decide whether it's something that you would want to go for, because it depends on what you want to do with the car. I'm coming off of a 240. Before I owned this car, I had a 240 SX, had a tube front end, basically the same 95A kind of, again, race density mounts on my 240, and I also had a solid transmission mount on my 240. So going into this and putting race density mounts on it, it honestly wasn't really a big surprise to me. I knew what I was kind of getting into. I know roughly about what I want to do power wise, but I just wanted to go with something that has a lot more longevity, and something that I can actually rebuild, which these revshift mounts I can rebuild. I believe most mounts of this class for this car have some kind of insert where you can rebuild it. But anyway, the revshift specifically, I like them. I really do. If you're daily driving the car a lot and you have a lot of people coming in your car, your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, I would say steer away from these mounts. I would say go with the street density mounts that revshift offers to give it a little bit less NVH through the cabin. To me, I care, but I don't. I love getting into the car and making it, and it just feels just like I don't know, like it just feels like I'm so involved in driving, and it just feels so like when I get back on the power, it's immediate. There's not really a huge lag, and I'm not saying there is a big lag with the stock mounts, because I did need to change them at the time, but I like it. I do. I really do. I can't really say I recommend it for everybody. I'm trying to figure out the words I can say other than they're great or they're good. But like I said, it's just really hard. If you can find somebody to drive, so you can drive the car and really see where you sit on with these mounts, that'd be great. I think power-wise, when you're pushing past that 400 horsepower mark, I believe having these mounts would make more sense. Yes, you can go with the street density. That would be an option. However, I think heard somewhere, I think on a forum or a review, that the difference between specifically the revshift street density or the black color one, or the race density, the green color, you'll understand what I'm talking about if you go on the website and you'll see their options of mounts that they have available for the car. I heard that they're pretty kind of similar, not getting rid of the NVH completely. Whether you go with the black or the green, you're not going to. You're going to get some kind of vibration. So yeah, just please be wary about that. If that's not really what you're about and you're daily driving the car, and like I said, you got family coming in, you got friends, your girlfriend, your wife coming in there, then I would say don't go for them. I've had people in the past tell me like, well, what the hell's going on with your car? Why is it vibrating so much? I've had, and tell me, yeah, my head hurts, or like, this feels weird, or like, is your car supposed to sound like that? And again, you can say it's my car, I do whatever the hell I want. But when you're actually have the mounts in the car and you're daily driving it and you're coming in and out of it and you're turning it on and it's vibrating all the time, then, if that's something that really bothers you, I'd say steer away from it. Just don't get them. Go for the 335 IS mounts. They're great too. You spend a little bit more money. Yes, you can't really rebuild them, but I would probably say steer away from them. But if you want something that's rebuildable, you want something that maybe you're not ready for the power just yet. You're not ready to put down 450 plus on your N55 or N54. And you say, you know what, I want something now that's going to be a little bit more on the, I hate saying the word sporty, or sporty side, but down the line you're going to increase the power, so you're going to have stiffer mounts per se. Then yeah, go with the revshift black, I believe they're called 75A black revshift mounts. And then what you can do is just take out the insert and then put the green insert in them, and then you'll have what I have now, which is the crazy feeling. They'll probably never go bad. Honestly, the car sounds great. The sound. It sounds like an NA. when you drive the car and you're smashing, you're going through gears, it sounds like there's no turbo. I mean, yes, you hear the induction noise, but for some weird reason you don't hear it. You hear more of the motor more. It just feels like a S54. It's really interesting, actually. I did these motor mounts on one of my friend's cars. He actually eventually took them on because his girlfriend did drive the car a lot. And he does daily drive it, so he ended up switching them back off. But to each their own. That's what I'm saying. I liked them. I recommended to him, and then he didn't like them because he was driving the car a lot. I drive my car a lot, and I don't mind it. I didn't hear much of it. I didn't hear them complain about it. I didn't hear anybody really getting in my car and, my friends telling me like, what the hell is that? Like, nah, I'm not getting in his car because his shit fucking sounds like it's about to fall apart. Like, no, I mean, I guess it just depends on the people you have around. Like I said, it's one of those things where you're gonna have to decide on your own if it's something you like. Drive another car that has stiffer mounts. One thing I would say that I would not recommend whatsoever, don't ever buy, are solid motor mounts. Unless the whole car is gutted and it is a dedicated track car, trailer queen, you never drive it on the street because it's got no business being on the street. Solid aluminum mounts, go for it. Even then, this is still up there. So again, you have to do your research. I can only help you so much. There has to be you have to experience it on your own so you can really see if it's something that you would like. There's not much I can say You know, there's not something I can really measure and say, I'm like, okay, this is, if you're okay with this number, then get it. If you're okay with that number, then get it. If you have this much horsepower, get it. It's just not as cutthroat as that, because the 335 IS mounts can handle a good amount of power. Obviously, if you're pushing more than 500, then you'll probably be looking into something a little bit more stiffer. I'm considerably around, conservatively, I'd want to say 380 wheel. So I believe having these mounts aren't really the most necessary thing. I probably just could have just done with the 335 IS ones. I never seen anybody review these mounts. I mean, I saw people talk about them, I saw people install them, but I've never seen an after video or any in-car videos or whatever. So this is gonna be it. I hope you guys like the install. There's going to be a lot more to come. I want to really dive into this car. There's been a lot of things I've missed, a lot of things I wished I filmed, but clips just got lost. I end up just posting them on my Instagram. I should have been doing it through YouTube this whole time. But nevertheless, there's still a lot of things I want to get done to this car. And honestly, I don't know where this car is really going to take me. It's a journey, you know, this whole thing is a journey. And, you know, if you guys let me know what you guys want to see, I can take criticism as well, you know, go easy on me, because it's probably one of the first videos I'm going to put out, one of the first 5 I'm going to put out. So I'm still trying to get used to all this. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'll put my Instagram. It is at nice_.guy. So you can find me right there. Obviously, this is a YouTube channel. The name might change. Right now, it's Harvey Drive. I don't know if it's going to change. So, but yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.